Hey up, how you doing? Are you alright? Welcome or welcome back. Today has been a brew day. I've just got tidied up, and as you know, after a brew day it gets me in the mood for a cheeky beer. I try and brew so I'm not at work the next day, so I can I fancy a couple of beers after a brew day. So what have we been brewing today, ladies and gentlemen? I know it's the end of the brew day, I know we've cleared up, but do not fear, I did get some brew footage for your delectation. Let's have a drink. It has been 100 million degrees today, and there seemed to be a load of wasps and flies about, doing my head in. It's not normally like that. Anyway, I don't know what happened. Let's have a look at the recipe. Glasses. I need me book. Here we go. Right, 4.5 kgs of the finest, lovely, delicious Marit Otter Pale. 100 grams of that lovely, delicious crystal. We've got 100 grams of carapils. Try and get some air retention. I've just bought some dextrin. I'm going to try that. I've had to buy a few things in for a bit more of a specialist beer that I'm going to brew. I hadn't got everything in for it, so we'll bring that to you as and when. I used across my loof 5. Obviously, Pretflock. Hops. It's a bit of a use it up one, this again. I've got a few bags of small one. I have got some hop stock. I've got some hop stock at the minute. So just some of the older ones in the small bags at the bottom. I sort of rounded them up last night, had a look at what we got, decided they'd go great in a pale ale. So we've got, I changed this last minute as well, because it was going to be, there's 2 hop editions. One was going to be last 10 minutes and one was going to be cool down, sit at 80 degrees for half an hour, but I moved it absolutely a minute before, 10 minutes before the end. So the Pretflock went in, my cooler went in, and I changed my mind just then. Talk about on the fly. So at flame out, and these sat there, I chilled it down to 80 degrees and these sat down there at 80 degrees for 20 minutes. There is as follows: 30 grams of HYDRA, 20 grams of Sabro, 30 grams of CITRA. So then the natural next is we move the flame out to a dry hop, haven't we? Because that's what we do. So we're going to dry hop. If I remember, I need to write a note on my fridge. I might put a note on it, because as you've seen, or you're going to see, I've definitely had one beer where I completely forgot to dry hop it. I put it in a bag, vac seal it, write dry hop and the beer on it, chuck it in my freezer, and I've kegged a beer recently and I found the dry hops in the freezer. I think I found 2 beers recently. My HYDRA Smash and my Lemon Drop Pilsner that I was planning on dry hopping. I haven't finished the videos off for them yet. I will have done. I keep forgetting about this magic of YouTube and time when we're doing a grain to glass. You know, it takes a while, doesn't it? I will have done by now. I will. Yeah, I think I forgot to. Well, definitely the lager I forgot to dry up because I found the hops and I found some HYDRA. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I absolutely forgot about both of them dry hops. So I might have to leave myself a note, because this one without dry hop will be a bit rubbish, I think. Anyway, we'll get round to it in a sec. For a dry hop, I think I'm going to drop it to 14 degrees C for 4 days after fermentation is complete. We're going to have 47 grams of HYDRA, 17 grams of Sabro, 20 grams of CITRA. So what we got in this altogether, ladies and gentlemen, I'll probably read it: 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80 grams in the cool down hop stand, and then 40, 50, 80, 90 some in the dry hop. But it hasn't been dry hopped yet. You know what I'm like. That might change, but I will keep you updated if it does. Let me just get rid of these. Yes, I will keep. Hang on, let me get a beer. Yes, I will keep you updated on what I do with that. I have bagged them up. I don't know whether it just needs a little bit of something else, I'm not sure. But anyway, I've got plenty of time to decide on that, haven't I? So as I said, it's the end of a brew day. Nice and smooth, bit hot, flies and wasps was doing my nut in. But apart from that, we was all good. Smooth. We're fermenting at 19 degrees C. We're under 15 psi pressure. Or we will be when it builds up. I don't put pressure in it. So I put it in the fermenter. Obviously my gauge is set on my bottle, so I'll put it on my bottle and then I set it and then put it on. Make sure I haven't put it on the beer outlet about 142 times before I go to bed, in between about 3 o'clock finishing brewing and 10 o'clock when I go to bed, or 11 o'clock when I go to bed. I'll probably look about 150. Keep looking up, make sure the pipe's in the right place. Once I got caught out with that, but I noticed before pressure built too far and it hadn't sucked anything up yet, so I was lucky. I am seriously paranoid with that. Seriously paranoid. Anyway, yes, so it's sat in the fermentation fridge at 19 degrees C, ready for that yeast to start doing its goodness, eating those sugars. So, on to the brew footage, and we'll see you back here with a beer in my hand, I hope. We're back with the beer in our hand. How you doing? You all right? Great to see you all again. And there is the beer in the glass, ladies and gentlemen. CML 5 quite often doesn't completely drop out. It's got some hops in this. That's all right. It's a beautiful colour look. It's not clear. It's getting there a bit, but I don't mind. It's a bit more of an hazy. I don't mind that. With a lovely fluffy head. Look at that. That is a delightfully looking beer. Does that even make sense? It's a delightfully looking beer. Professional here as always. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's start at the start. We have some good news. The first bit of good news is I didn't forget to dry up it. Like I said, on the earlier part of the video, I've lemon drop, I think it was, wasn't it? Something else. I forgot to dry up it. I left a note for myself and it did the job. This got dry hopped. It's a good job because that's where most of the hops were. So it needed that. Also, I have had a couple of these. I've had a few of these. And we have no TCP taste. If you've seen my grain to drain video, then yes, I was intro. Changed my. Anyway, we're back on a roll, ladies and gentlemen. Shall we have a little look at the numbers just for a start? So, OG was 1.044 original gravity. FG final gravity was 1.010, bringing it in at a lovely, beautiful, sessionable, have a few if you fancy it. Not going to put you on your bum too quickly. 4.5% of the ABV. Fantastic, right. So we have dropped off a bit of that, but it's all right. That smells lovely and fruity. I mean, yes. I don't know if I'm appreciating it more after chucking one down the drain, but that smells delicious. Now, we do a few of these, don't we? We'll get onto that in a minute. You see the carbonation. Yeah, look, there is some carbonation. I used to have to be quiet doing this bit because my mic's just there on my tripod, but now it's here, it doesn't matter, does it? Because like when I was really close to it, I was talking right into it and it got a bit loud and I had to do a bit of editing, but it doesn't matter now, does it? Yeah, bit of carbonation there, perfect. That head, bit of lacing, sticking around. Yeah, right. So it's a light to medium mouthfeel. Tropical. It's got a lovely little bit of citrusy, orangey. I know we always talk about this, but I'll tell you what it has got. It's got a beautiful, lovely, fantastically amazing creaminess that there Sabro gives me. Oh, I love it. A little bit of coconut maybe. Creamy though, it makes it really creamy. I love the creaminess of it. Bit of lacing on the glass, look. Look at that. Hey, we're right, aren't we? We're back on track. So, I mean, just having blooming heck, yeah. Tropical fruits. A bit of peach maybe. There's a bit of lovely tropical, peachy, citrusy, maybe a little bit of coconut, but that coconut I think is definitely bringing me creaminess. It's bringing me lovely, beautiful, fantastic creaminess to the beer. I reckon I've just run out of Sabro, and I don't always use Sabro, and you don't use the same hops all the time in every beer, do you? But I reckon I probably need to use a bit more regularly to give this lovely creaminess. It does. It gives me personally a lovely bit of creaminess. There's a bit of lemon. It's a bit earthy. So I do this a bit. I like an IPA and I like a pale on. And I quite often just look at what hops I've got. The grain bill's pretty regularly similar, but it is anyway. I don't know if you want to keep seeing that, but I don't have to do a video on it, I suppose. But if I'm going to brew a beer, I'd like to bring it to you. And they're generally different. I use different hops. I use different combinations of hops with the different hop combinations of hops. But you know what I mean, don't you? I normally scrabble a few out, and it is a different beer each time. But I definitely feel this time, I think this is the best one I've done. Maybe. Trouble is, I've always got one on, so I do get through a few pales and IPAs. Like I say, I think that creaminess to me is it's just making the mouth feel so beautiful and just luxurious, and I think it's just lifting everything. Those hops in perfect harmony together this time. The malts are perfect. I mean, it's just lovely. See, I really want to do this again, but it's a bit of a waste of time. It's not a waste of time, is it? But then I don't get a video out of it. I don't know what to do, but this is definitely. And after that drain pour, I've gone from one extreme to the other. I've gone from that TCP taste, absolutely knocking out all those hops that I put in there, to this one seemed to be just so uplifted. The hops are so uplifted, and you know, I don't know whether I might be getting a bit better at looking at my pH. Maybe my water profile's getting a bit better. I don't know, but it's just delicious. Really impressed with this one. I generally like them. They're always pretty good, But this one, just like I say, that creaminess, I'm loving that creaminess. That just a little bit of coconut in the background maybe, but I say like those hops are just, yeah, they're good ones. They're good ones. I keep seeing videos when people mention a hop and describe them. I keep going, all right, I want to use that because I haven't got any, I haven't used it. Now I forget to write it down. But yeah, I don't know, maybe I should follow some more recipes maybe. I don't know. But that is a cracker lacquer. Yeah, lovely. Have I missed anything? I don't know. There is definitely that Sabro. I haven't used Sabro for ages. I'm getting some coconut from that Sabro. Some people do, some people don't. I'm definitely getting a bit. I'm definitely getting a bit from this. It's subtle. It's not like when I've done my coconut stout when I use desiccated coconut. That was really coconut. I mean, this is much more subtle, isn't it? It's much more of a subtle coconut from the hops. Yeah, delicious. This is really good, this one. I'm really pleased with it. Did I use caropils in this one? I can't remember, but I have got some dextrin malt that I'm going to try. I've got quite a bit of it, actually. So I think that's going to be... Someone said something about caropils, I think. About it can cause oxidisation or something, but I've never had a problem. I've been using it for years. But yeah, we're going to have a go with dextrin malt. I don't know if I'll put it in this one or not, but I don't think I did. Go back and have a look at the recipe. I can't be bothered now. I'm just enjoying the weekend. Hope you're all well. Keep getting subscribers. Thank you. So thank you if you've subscribed new. Thanks if you've been following me for a while. This interaction's getting really good. I'm getting some proper decent comments, more of them. Yeah, lovely. Really enjoying it. So good. Anyway, yeah, I could sit here, stand here, just drink this and just look at the camera, I think, because it's just so delicious. Hey, blooming heck. Those HYDRA hops, they say, I read about them, didn't I, after? I mentioned it in a different video, saying they are quite often used to enhance other hops. Is that what's happened? Are those HYDRA hops just lifted the Sabro and the CITRA? I don't know. But that is... Them hops are proper. They are the star of the show on the hops on this one. They are forefront of the stage, taking a big old bow and having a few encores. Yeah, definitely. They've made their presence known. Big style. Yeah, fantastic. Anyway, lots and lots of waffle again. Thanks for watching. Really appreciate it. Let's see you on the next one. Cheers.
Like, subscribe, and hit the bell.